भद्रं पश्येत् मा अक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यसेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम अग्ने नय सुपथा राये अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठां तेनमभुक्तिं विधेम। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Vasan recite Om A Brahman Brahmano Brahmavarchasi Jayatam Arashtre Rajanya Shuraishavyo Ativyadhi Maharatho Jayatam Dogdri Dhenurvoda Nadvana Susapti Purandhiryosha Jishnurateshta Sabheyo Yuvasya Yajamanasya Viro Jayatam Nikame Nikame Naparjanyo Varshatu Phalavatyo Na Oshadayaha Vachyantam Yogakshemo Naha Kalpetam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Apyayantu Mangani Vakpranaschakshushrutramatho Balamindriya Sarvani
Brahmopnihidam Maham Brahmura Priyam Mama Brahma Nirakarotu Nirakarnamastu Nirakaranam me astu Tadatmani Nirate Upanishatsu Dharmaha Te Mayi Santu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Guruji. Namaste Guruji.
Yeah, thank you very much. God bless you all. So today is the day meant for the study of the Taittiriya Samhita, where we have description of many sacrifices, both in its theory form, also in its practical way. And we have noted there are about 12 sacrifices, beginning from the Purnamasa, ending with Pravargya. And after the Soma Yaga, and we have so many other yagas also, but all have got the character of the Homa Yaga. That's what it is said. And we are going to face in the Yajurveda Samhita period, I mean that Rajasuya and Vajapeya sacrifices. And Rajasuya is meant for Kshatriyas, and Vajapeya is meant for Brahmins and Kshatriyas. Therefore, we have got the surname to many people as Vajapeyi. You must have observed Somayaji, Vajapeyi. But Rajasuya Yaga is exclusively meant for kings or the royal people and who have no father. Father is Rajasuya Madabardo. And one of the conditions which are attested in Puranas. And for example, looking at Dharmaraja performing the Rajasuya, even Duryodhana seems to have got tempted. He went to his father and said, I will do Somayaga, I will do also this Rajasuya. Then Suryodhana's father, Dhritarashtra, is living. whereas Dharmaraja's father Pandu was not living, so he was eligible to do it. So many conditions are there. No, we can't take up the vratas as and how we wish, but we have got to have some kind of preliminary knowledge and approval to perform a major sacrifices, which involves a lot of manpower, money power, divine power, etc. So then only the yajna will lead us to much of yajna phala. So yajna and yajna phala. And every day we are reciting the Brahman Brahmano Brahma Varchasi Jayatam. So what are we doing in that mantra? We are trying to point out what we want from performing a great sacrifice like royal sacrifice or horse sacrifice, Aswamedha. So also everywhere we have got that kind of, so yajna performance is going to help our normal routine life. Also, scope for distinction and attainments. What more we want in this birth? We want smooth life, happy life, and also we must have some kirti attached to our living. Something like in English, they say, you must leave your footprints on the sands of time. So time is a sand. So you are all, and whenever you walk on sand, your imprints are there. But therefore, you do something positive, something extraordinary also possible, and see that you are absolutely rewarded because of your stay upon this earth. Because, people perform Sahasra Purna Chandra Darsana Shanti. Why Chandra is Shanti? Sahasra Purna Surya Darshana Shanti illa. Because Chandra is cool. That means life must be happy, healthy, and prosperous. So we remember Chandram, the Chandra Sabda is there because we want to have a peace. Chandra is peace and Surya is work. That's why we have Surya and Chandra, both are important, but Chandra we choose because we want to be cool. Like that, in the Yajurveda, we are given a lot of formulas. What is formula? The Yajus, through which you can call gods, you can mention the kind of offering you are making, because they come to your yard, the sacrificial hall, or the Havirdhanam, then you have got chance to submit your prayers to them directly, and they listen and grant you and go away. Uti bhisi dasadanam. So, for example, Ganapati, you say, Gananam tva Ganapati Gumbhavamahe, and then Kavin Kavinam Upavasramastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanan Brahmanaspata Nasrunvan Uti bhihi. He has to come with number of utis and then desire to bless you. Utibihi and Ameli Asida. Aya Ganapati Maharaja, sit down, listen our prayers, listen to our performance, mantras, and also look at the way that we are all doing. But your job is to only approve all that we have been doing in the course of sacrifice. Like that, Ganapati is also Agni. So Agni is a fire. Aya hivitaye, we ask Agni to come to our yard. So all this kind of culture, etiquette, all these things we are learning. And another point we should remember, Yajurveda is a practical Veda or practical manual for a priest at the sacrifice. And it's simply, even Sri Ramachandra is a Yajurvedic man, because Yajurveda, he is a practical person. He, of course, he knows all the Vedas. Rigveda Vinaya he has got, Yajurveda work he has got, and Samaveda intelligence he has got. All this Veda Phala or Veda Utpatti is provided in Rama. Therefore, we consider him as a Veda Purusha. Sri Ramachandra is a Manavottama and and Purna Purusha, and but Purnavatara is Krishna. So that's why we always club these two names, Rama and Krishna, because Rama is a worker, Krishna is a director. These are the two avatars which we have got. You remember Krishna never took a weapon in the Ayudha in the Mahabharata war. And Krishna was also a great Malla, a great wrestler. Kamsa was a wrestler. So Chanura was a wrestler. Balarama and Krishna did wrestling and finished them. So this is interesting. So Ayudha Prayoga is not much. Even Banasara was killed by Satyabhama, and Narakasura was killed by Banasara. Narakasura was killed by Satyabhama. Krishna was painting and so on. So now let us come to the text. We have been in the first Kanda, 7 Kandas are there. First Kanda, then second Prapataka, and 7th Anuvaka. We are Pakandika, whatever it is, we are coming into that. And what is now the process of buying the Soma is begun in the sacrifice. And we have noted that in the earlier, we are in this 1 to 7 and 1 to 8 and so on. So 1 to 7, we are going to buy the Soma. And in 1 to 8, we are seeing that Soma, after having bought, put into the cart to reach the Yagnashala, because there is a movement. Somewhere in the market, you buy Soma Valli or Soma leaves and all that. Then you bring that Soma stuff to the Yagnashala, and afterwards, you have the process of preparing the Soma Rasa. So like that, you see, there is bringing that to the sacrificial hall and pressing the Soma. Well, this is the work in Soma Yaga. And then sharing all of them in wooden cups. They're called grahas. Graha is a cup. So, and we have to mark out also the grahas, that this is graha, this Soma libation is for X, Y, Z. So, and you have to name them. And that you have seen in the Chamaka Adhyaya. So, some of the grahas which are marked out for the respective gods is also being mentioned in the Chamaka, forming a desire of the Yajamana that he should also have the privilege of that kind of phalam, having performed the Soma Yaga and other yagas. Because, as days go by, mind changes, desires increase, conveniences increase, technology develops, management policies change. So because of this, time means change. And you cannot expect the same time to always to occur. But every time you have got, there is physical, mental, and spiritual improvement, and some kind of difference is there. Therefore, now we talk about the 1 to 7. In this, we are making the Soma Krayanam. Krayanam andre buying. You have to buy Soma. What is the standard through which you can buy? Not the coins or not the paper notes, which we are all using now, but you have to exchange them with cows. That means you can imagine, in those days, Vedic times, there were plenitude of number of cows available to give to, and they are all used for the trade, give and take, the barter. So you have some material from them, which you want to buy from the vendor, and you are the buyer. So vendor must be good, and he must not feel unhappy after having vending that to you. And the buyer also must not be unhappy having had a very bad price or these things. So the material is selected very well. And the kind of selection that is being made in respect of the Soma is being wonderfully described here. Normally now market hodre ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದನ್ನೇ ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ, ಕಲರು, ಟೇಸ್ಟು, ಸೈಜು, and no problem with the fruit, for example. no dent in the fruit, nor any bite in the... So ishtella select ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪದಾರ್ಥ ಮನೆಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. So the same is the policy even when you buy soma, somavalli or soma leaves to prepare juice. ಅದರಿಂದ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, you are making their selection. So now I am Somam te krinami urjasvantam payasvantam viryam viryavantam abhimatishahagum shukram te shukrena krinami chandram chandrena amrutam amrutena samyatte goho asme chandrani tapasastanurasi prajapatehe varnaha tasyaste sahasraposham pushyanti vasuna krinami asme te bandhu mayite raya hasrayantam asme jyoti soma vikrayini tamaha mitro na ehi sumitradha indrasyoruma visa dakshinam ushantam ushantagum syona Syonam svanabra jangharir bambhare hastasu hastakrusanuhu yete vahaso makrayanaha tan rakshadvam ma vodhavan. I hope, I think I explained, but still must have forgotten. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ವೇದ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ವ್ಯಾಲಟೈಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಓದಿದ್ರು ಅರ್ಥ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅಂಶುನ ಅಂಶುದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೈಂಗ್ ಟು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ದ ಲೀಫ್ ಟು ಲೀವ್, then parva to parva, and like that you have made a wonderful selection. And again you said it is prajabhyastvaha pranaya vyanaya prajaha tvamanu pranihi prajaswan. So this is how you have made a prayer for the soma. And having done that kind of job, now you are telling the soma what kind of soma valli that you are going to select. ಯಾವ ತರಹ ಸೋಮವನ್ನು ನೀವು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ನಂಬರ್ 1, ಸೋಮಂ ತ್ರೇ ಕ್ರೀಡಾಮಿ, ಒಂದು ಊರ್ಜಸ್ವಂತಂ quite stout, giving you strength. Payasvantam, quite productive, and viryavantam, strong and very good selection. Abhimati shahagam, abhimati is the black magic or some kind of worms and some pesticide, all that, free from that. If at all it is there, all that should be killed and pure should become. Therefore you are sukram. So with sukra, with heat, I am purchasing you. You are Chandra, I am purchasing you, Chandra. And you are Amruta, so I am purchasing you with goho, with cows. So cow is the standard, I told you, pecuniary standard. And then samyatte goho, and asme chandrani tapasaha tanurasi. So it is all prayer for the soma, that you are tapasaha tanurasi, you are the product, or you bear the body that of the balance. That means through soma you are going to get all kinds of phala and prosperity. Therefore it is, I think, described as tapasaha phalamasi. Then you have the anurasi prajapatehe varnaha. Varnaha, you are created from Prajapati, or it is for the sake of Prajapati, and therefore sahasraposham pushyati, pushyan, you are to give us multiple food or multiple strength, multiple prosperity, and I am going to buy you with pasuna kridami, pushyanti ramam charamena pasuna kridami. I am going to buy you with a pashu, with animals. Therefore, now you are making a prayer. So the soma must not be angry that on a buyer or a vendor because is being sent out. Therefore, again we make a prayer to Soma Valli. Asme Bandhu, you please develop friendship and love towards the buyer. Asme Bandhu. Then Mayi Terayaha. So in me the wealth, Srayantam. So Bandhu Rayaha. These are the two advantages that the Soma is going to fetch for us. Then Asme Jyoti Soma Vikrayini Tamaha. Ili Tamaha andre, so avanaliro Soma namge banbidutte, adakosra avanige black. Tamaha is black. Black means his basket will be empty, or the seller will have nothing remaining because the entirety has been purchased by the Soma performer, Yajamana. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಬ್ರಿಗೂ ಅವ್ರ ತಮಹ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಖರ್ಚಾಗಬೇಕು, ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋರಿಗೆ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ, ಉತ್ಸಾಹ, ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಪೆರಿಟಿ ಬರಬೇಕು. Therefore, this is how the economics comes up. You know, economics is not a recent subject. Arthashastra, it is there, lot of information is there regarding economics. And what is economics? Andre, economics is when desires are more, means are limited, therefore economics come into operation. And ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನಂದ್ರೆ economics ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ if wants are horses, even beggars will ride ಅಂತ. And wants are limited, means are wants are unlimited, means are limited. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಮಃ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿಕ್ರಯಿಣಃ ತಮಃ Asme Jota. Asme andre, we are all the people who take Soma for a sacred purpose. So nammalli prosperity and avanige matra santosha. But so the vendor and the buyer both should be will be protected by Soma, because the Soma is a divine. New yavadu yajnadalli upayoga martiro, all that is taken as the sacred, sanctified, powerful, productive things. Amele mitraha mitrona yehi sumitradhaha. So when Soma is being bought and brought for use, adu hengirbekanದ್ರೆ friends taraha. Normally friends don't harm the other friend. The friendship is something which is like a oil. So sneha antare. Sneha andre affection and also love and commitment. Adukosra mitraha naha ehi. You please come to us, O Soma, you snehitanagi bara nammalli. And not only that, you also fetch more and more good friends, because yajna is a sambhuya samuthana. It is an entertainment. Adrinda a vinodavanu nodadu, yajna is a vinoda. A vinodake inna ಕೆಲವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಬಂದು ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. They have to really relax and get the benefit of that. Therefore, Sumitradhaha. And ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನಂದ್ರೆ next, ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇನ ಕೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ you are welcome to ask me, because these are all the sentimental feelings which the Yajamana would give to both the vendor and the material that is being purchased. Normally, ಇಬ್ರು ಲಾಭಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕೇಳಬೇಡ ಸರ್, ನನಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಸರ್. ಸಪೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್, ನಂದನ್ನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ he cannot go down the cost price with which he brought the commodity from the city market. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇವಾಗ ವೆಂಡರ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಲಾಭ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಲಾಭ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀನು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಮಾಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಕೆಲವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಕೆಲವರು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ 1 rupee, if you pay 5 rupees, the businessman doesn't get any sin. So because it's a trade, ವ್ಯಾಪಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಆ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸೇ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. Hange illi, look at it. Indrasya urum avisha. Uru andre the thigh. What is thigh? Thigh is the source of strength. Yesterday, in our Mahanyasam, we have noted that Bahu, Varunaha, Varunaya Namaha, Varunadeva, Nama Bahugalali irbek. Because the flexibility, relax, I mean, all that is to be there in our Bahu. It cannot become frigid. Therefore, Bahudalli Balam and thighs alli Bala. So, thigh bone and collar bone is very important for us. Adrinda, Indra, because Indra is the hero. Indra is the fighter, is a warrior, is a Kshatriya, is a king. Any problem comes to any god from the demons or enemies, he will go and fight and quell them down and bring peace and santosha for gods. So, ದೇವರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕಷ್ಟ ಬಂದರೆ ಇಂದ್ರನು ಹೋಗಿ ಆ ಕಷ್ಟವನ್ನು ನಿವಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Therefore, we always make prayer first to Indra. You have observed that. So, even in the Sampudikaranam, we have invited Indra to in the Mahanyasa complex or anywhere. Therefore, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ? Why are we doing all this kind of things? Indra is able to be a wonderful warrior, successful warrior, only when enough strength is endowed in him. So who can endow strength in Indra and all gods? It is only because of the worshippers upon the ground. That's why you say, Tanno Vishnu Balam Pravardhatam. Nivella gottidella, whenever you do some work, what do you say? Vishnor Balam Pravardhatam, Tanno Vishnor Balam Pravardhatam. Andre ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿರುವ ಕೆಲಸದಿಂದ ಪೂಜೆಯಿಂದ at first Vishnu Bala enhance ಆಗಬೇಕು. So with the enhanced Balam of Vishnu, he will be able to enhance our Balam also and come to rescue. So Arambad. Another example I can give you, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಇಂದ್ರಸ್ಯ ಊರು ಆವಿಷ್ಕಾರವಾಗ Indra, you all know that Arjuna and Krishna went for walking. And suddenly, around Nandanavanam, just they took a walk. And then immediately Agnideva comes and prostrates to these two and says, I am suffering from indigestion. Too much ghee has been offered by so many people in that. So I'm not able to consume more and more. There is some problem in my stomach. So unless I take that, I eat the roots or mulikas from the Nandanavanam, it is only here it is available. I cannot become all right. So please protect me. In the moment I start burning and eating the mulikas there, the medicine there, Aushadhi is there, then Indra's Sainyam will come and see that they put out. They give rain, that I can be cowed down. So I want you to protect me. Then you remember Krishna and Arjuna both will tell, okay, sir, we have just come for a walk. We don't have mobile with us. We don't have any weapon with us. And so then immediately Krishna was offered Sudarshan Chakram. And Gandiva, Akshaya Tunira was given to Arjuna. So he armed the both of them, Krishna and Arjuna's, and then please permit me to jump into the Nandanavanam and start eating the Oshadhis. So that say, what I am telling is, we are, so like Agni arming that Krishna and Arjuna's with weapons, and that weapon has become standardized, continuous support for success to Arjuna and Krishna. So Gandiva and also Akshaya Tunira and Chakra. So with that Chakra that Krishna had, was able to put down Shishupala. And he wanted to kill Bhishma also with his Chakram. and it almost came to him, but in the middle of war, when Bhishma became impossible for Arjuna, he was just working very. So then Krishna became, but Arjuna stopped. So why I am telling that, we have got, why do you should do sacrifice? Now puja, parayana, homa, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ there are so many benefits out of that, because we have the power, capacity to do that. When you have capacity, you should explore that to your personal benefit and also impersonal benefit. Therefore, indrasya urum avisha, and again dakshinam ushan ushantagum syonam. Is soma syonam, and yarar yen beku, and also chandram ushantam. So syonam and indrasya urum avisa. Moreover, when you are doing that, you should also give them work. Elli hogli, nanu yen kalsa marli anta. Innondu example kodtini Vasan, in Yuddhakanda, when Rama reaches the shore along with the Vanara Sainyam and Sugriva, and when they look at the ocean, how do all people cross the ocean? They should build a bridge. So for that, Jambavan and Hanuman and Sugriva all come and tell that you please make a prayer. O Rama, you make a prayer to Samudra Raja, and let him oblige us to build a bridge to Lanka from that yard. Then Rama was so sincere, he advised, so he sat on the Darbhasanam, on the sands, on the shore, on the sands, and Upasana. He made Samudra Upasana for 3 days. Even if 3 days Samudra did not come up, then Rama became angry. Dandam dashagunam bhavet. So Sama Dana Bheda. So he tried to use the Sama. And then, but the Sama did not work with Samudra Raja or Samudra Narayana. Then he became angry and he said, I am going to Samudra Jalam Soshayishyami. I am going to see that the entire water of the ocean will be dried up. That was and the arrows of Rama was so powerful, could do it. But the moment he put that arrow into his bow and on the verge of releasing the arrow, Samudra Deva, along with his wives, he comes up and then says, no, nakalu, don't do. I required 3 days to conduct a meeting with all my officers to see that a particular portion, a pathway has got to be evacuated, and so that no Jalachara, no my people be hurt or given trouble. So I had conducted meetings and made a lot of operations these days. You are a Manava Raja, I am a Samudra, I'm a Salar Raja, I'm a Samudra. Therefore, the responsibility of a king. He cannot immediately jump to decisions, but he take counsel of the officers. Why? Because by definition, Visi Raja Pratishtitaha, a king's roots are there among the people. And if people agree, king can remain on the throne. If people want not, they will be down. So that is a democratic system in our ancient India also. Therefore, I'm just talking about the phalam. Then Rama asked Samudra, what should I do? I have already set my arrow to the bow. I cannot take it back. So Ramaha dvina prayujyate. Ramaha dvina pashyate. So I kept it, what I should do. Then he says, you just direct your arrow to the Rakshasas on one portion of my shore. Mandanama Rakshasaha. They are doing lot of pollution, lot of problems, lot of things. So you just put down them. So Rama controlled and killed all those Manda Rakshasas and caused good for Samudra, for the good that he has obliged allowing him to build a bridge across the ocean. So this you can find in the, so to say Ramayana is Veda. Why I'm quoting Ramayana? Because Veda Vedye Parepumsi. So like that, you are trying to see some justification when Somavalli is a Somaraja, is a deity, divine. So he is asked to stay in the Uru of Indra and also benefit the Prajapati, then also provide us multiple strength and food and prosperity, and all that is to be there in this. Therefore, Sionaha, Sionam, and Ushan, Ushantama. You know the word Ushan, where that was Ushan comes in another mantra. Vasan, can you remember?
ಹೌದ್ರಿ
ನಿಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ದಿನ ಅಧ್ಯಾಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ?
ದಕ್ಷಿಣ
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಉಷತೀರಿವ ಮಾತರಃ.
ಉಷನ್ ಉಷತೀರಿವ ಮಾತರಃ ತಸ್ಮಾತ್
ಉಷತೀರಿವ ಮಾತರಃ. ಸೊ ತಾಯಿಂದರು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಉಷತೀಹಿ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ವಿತೌಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್, ಮದರ್ ರನ್ಸ್ ಟು ದಿ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್. And mother's milk also comes out in her chest, in her. So, Ushatiriva Mataraha, the waters are mothers. As mother runs to the child, we are all children to water. That's why Apohistamayo Bhavaha Ta na urje dadhatana mahe pranaya chakshase yaha vaha sivatamaarasaha arangamamavo yasya kshayaya janvata ushatiriva mataraha. So that is the Upamalankara. Why I am putting question to you? Because you are teaching, also explaining. Immediately you should remember another mantra where this kind of prayoga is there. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಉಷತಿ ಶಬ್ದದಂದ್ರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ತಾಯಿ ಮಗು, ಹೌ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್. ಸೊ ಮಗು ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಹಾಲು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೀತಿ, ಪ್ರೇಮ, ಗೌರವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ವೇರ್ ಎವರ್ ಶಿ ಈಸ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ರನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್. And also the mother knows when the child requires the food. So Amma, it's time for me to feed the baby. So like that, here also it is said, the word Ushati has been used. So here, yes, that Ushantaha, Ushantagum Syonaha, Syonam, and also these are the custodians of Soma. ಈ ಸೋಮವಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ವೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಪರಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡೋರು ಯಾರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಗಂಧರ್ವರು. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದಿ ಕಸ್ಟೋಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬೀಂಗ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಹೂ ಆರ್ ದೋಸ್ ಗಂಧರ್ವಾಸ್? ಸ್ವಾನ್, ಭ್ರಾಜ, ಜಂಘಾರಿ, ಕುಂಭಾರಿ, ಹಸ್ತ, ಸುಹಸ್ತ, ಕೃಶಾನು, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ. ಅಂಡ್ ಮೋರವರ್, these are all the Gandharvas whose names are being used in the later literature, in Ramayana and Mahabharata and all that. Actually, the Gandharvas are different. Bhima was a Gandharva, as said by Draupadi, to kill that Kichaka. So Kichaka Gandharva pati nange. So he understands, let me fight. Kichaka was killed by Gandharva. That was the news spread in the entire Virat country. So they don't know Bhima killed Kichaka. Anyway, like that, we have got also the Gandharvas are very powerful, and they are the custodians of the Soma, and they should be also pleased. ಯಾರು ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರಣವೋ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಂತೋಷ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. That is Yajurveda culture. So here, Swan, Brajan, Anghari, Bambhari, Hasta, Suhasta, and Krushanu. In fact, Vishwavasu and Krushanu, they are also two names of Gandharvas, and we have got a beautiful Champu Kavya in Sanskrit. In that Champu Kavya, we see Vishwavasu and Gandhara and Krishanu or Gandharvas are two people who come in dialogue and give us a lot of knowledge about our country and our culture and all that. So it's called Champu Gravya. And similarly, taking the cue from probably even Karataka, Damanaka, Vishnu Sarma and Narayana Pandita in Hitopadesha and Panchatantra, you have got that animals are made, but here Gandharvas are made, not two human beings. Are the dialogues. And so, and moreover, Tan Rakshadvam Mavodabhan. So, O Soma, now you purchase Martha Idiventa, you hurt Agbada, you please Madabhan. Dabhan means don't give us trouble or pain. And because these Gandharvas are parting with you, so they should be protected. And so Rakshana for the Gandharvas and pain-free status for the buyers. Hengide Subramaniam avare chennagideyala?
Guruji.
Estu chennagideyala. So you understand how beautiful people see. Westerners will simply say, Yajurveda mantras alli, it's all babble, it has not got any meaning, nirarthaka mantra anta illa heltare. But ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕಾಮೆಂಟೇಟರ್ಸ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದು ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳೆಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ವಾನ್ ಮಾಧವನ್. ನಾವು ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ ಅವರೇ ಓದಿ ಆರ್ ಎನಿಬಡಿ ರೀಡ್ 1 to 8 ಉದಾಯುಷಾ ಸ್ವಾಯುಷಾ.
ಓಂ ಉದಾಯುಷಾ ಸ್ವಾಯುಷೋ ದೋಷಧಿ ನಾಗಂ ಪ್ರಸೇನೋತ್ ಪರ್ಜನ್ಯಸ್ಯ ಶುಷ್ಮೇಣೋದಸ್ಥ ಅಮೃತಾಗುಂ ಹನೋ. ಉದಾಯು ಎರಡನೇ ಸರಿ ಓದಾ?
2 ಸಲ ಹೇಳಿ.
ಉದಾಯುಷಾ ಸ್ವಾಯುಷೋ ದೋಷಧಿ ನಾಗಂ ಪ್ರಸೇನೋತ್ ಪರ್ಜನ್ಯಸ್ಯ ಶುಷ್ಮೇಣೋದಸ್ಥಾಂ ಅಮೃತಾಗುಂ ಹನೋ. ಪೂರ್ವಂತರಿಕ್ಷಮನ್ನಿಹ್ಯದಿತ್ಯಾಃ ಸದೋಸ್ಯದಿತ್ಯಾಃ ಸದಾ ಆಸೀದಾಸ್ತಬ್ನಾದ್ ದ್ಯಾಂ ವೃಷಭೋ ಅಂತರಿಕ್ಷಮಮೀಮಿತ ವರಿಮಾಣಂ ಪೃಥಿವ್ಯಾ ಅಸೀದದ್ವಿಶ್ವಾ ಭುವನಾನಿ ಸಮ್ರಾಟ್ ವಿಶ್ವೇತ್ಥಾನಿ ವರುಣಸ್ಯ ವ್ರತಾನಿ ವನೇಷು ವ್ಯಂತರಿಕ್ಷಂ ತಥಾ ನ ವಾಜಮವರ್ತ್ಸು ಪಯೋ ಅಗ್ನೀಯಾಸು ಹೃತ್ಸು ಕ್ರತುಂ. ಊರ್ವಂತರಿಕ್ಷಂ ಮನ್ವಿಹ್ಯದಿತ್ಯಾಃ ಸದೋ ಅಸ್ಯದಿತ್ಯಾಃ ಸದಾ ಆಸೀದಾಸ್ತಬ್ನಾದ್ಯಾಂ ವೃಷಭೋ ಅಂತರಿಕ್ಷಮಮಿಮೀತ ವರಿಮಾಣಂ ಪೃಥಿವ್ಯಾ ಆಸೀದದ್ವಿಶ್ವಾ ಭುವನಾನಿ ಸಮ್ರಾಟ್ ವಿಶ್ವೇತ್ಥಾನಿ ವರುಣಸ್ಯ ವ್ರತಾನಿ ವನೇಷು ವ್ಯಂತರಿಕ್ಷಂ ತಥಾ ನ ವಾಜಮರ್ವತ್ಸು ಪಯೋ ಅಗ್ನೀಯಾಸು ಹೃತ್ಸು ಕ್ರತುಂ.
Oh, beautiful. Nodira? So now Subramanyam has further told about the Soma Rasam or Soma Valli and Soma God. So we have to consider Soma as a deity, Soma as a juice, Soma is Indra, Soma is Chandra, and Soma is Rudra, Soma is everything. So there is a lot of research done on Soma. So even in the German language, some Indologists have done the job, and foreigners have taken a lot of trouble. And so that's why here all that information is there. See, up, ut means up. Ayusha, Swayusha, Oshadhaina Gumrasena, Utparjanyasya Sushpena, Amrutagum Anu. So Anu, Ut is you with Ayus, with long life, with long life to it and long life to me, and also to the Oshadis, the herbs and plants, also with the Parjanya, so heat or providing, because Parjanya is the rain providing god. Because of rain, the Oshadis will grow, and Somavalli has come up because of the power of the rain. Therefore, Sushma is energy provider and Amrutagam Nanu. So Udasthad Amrutagam Nanu means that Soma is able to give us Amrutatvam, sweet liquid. So Soma is sweet liquid. They make something adding to that. And therefore, what is the stretch that the Soma should keep doing? Antariksham, Uru Antariksham Anvihi. So you just spread yourself to the wide mid-air. And you are making a praise for Soma. Adityaha Sadahasi. You are the seat of the Adityas. Mitra, Ravi, Surya, Bhanu, Khaga, Pusha, Hiranyagarbha, Savita, Arka, Marichi, Bhaskara. So these are all the 12 Adityas are there on one hand. On the other hand, Adityas are all gods. Aditehe putraha Adityaha. Ditehe putraha Daityaha. Aditi and Diti are the two wives to Kashyapa Prajapati, Kashyapa Brahma, and therefore both of them are there. Originally, Daityas and Rakshasa, Daityas and Devas were friendly. But somehow the Daityas have taken a deviation because they are stronger. So they became Asuras. Asura andre stronger. Sura andre weak. So the Sura Asura, normally, as you know, strong people want to take advantage of the weaker people. And weaker people have no option but to oblige to the strong people. That's how the whole thing is going on. But what weaker people do, the weaker people will always invoke the power and grace and strength and support and cooperation and support from the stronger people, respectively the Parabrahma. Therefore, or Paradevata, you have seen in Durga in Markandeya Puranam, more so in the Durga Saptasati, how all the gods have been dethroned, all suras dethroned by the asuras like Mahishasura, then Sumbhani Sumbha, Bandasura. There are plenty of Devi literature coming up because even among the Rakshasas or Daityas, they divide themselves. If at all they want moksham, they can only choose male gods to fight with them or female gods to fight them and all that. Anyway, that's a big Puranic situation. So Adrinda Adityaha Sadosi, and therefore Adityaha Sada Asida. Sada andre seat. So andre seat andre arthali kutkollake undu platform. So small or big, and the platform is required, where a bench is required to sit, and asandi is required to elevation. So that's what is there. So Soma is the seat, means it can go and settle down, benefiting the gods. And therefore, Adityaha Sadosi, Adityaha Sada Asida. So Asida means sit down. And Soma itself is identified as the seat of all gods. Being a seat for all gods, the Soma must allow all gods to sit on them. Chair idre chair mele kutkobeku. Adrinda chair yadu Paramatma. Kutkolavaru yaru avinyoga ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋ Parama respect to people. Therefore, Adityaha Sadosi, Adityaha Sadasida. And again, when once the Soma is settled down, precipitated like that, then there should be the benefit from that. Who are those we are being benefited? That those people are being referred in the next two lines of the Kandika, as we understand here, because we go by the verbal, physical. And actually, if you want to know what are the items that are being individually addressed, could be known through the help of the commentators and through the help of these sutra granthas. So then we can know, we can get a complete concept about the performance of the yajna. Other course, now we have got sutra period. Now, astabnat astavim rushabha antariksham mimita. So rushabha and antariksham mimita varimanam prithivya asidu vishva bhuvanani samrat vishvetani varunasya vratani vaneshu vyantariksham tatana vajam arvatsu payaha agniyasu prutsu. So this is all the work or benefit done by Soma, and that is being enumerated here. For example, in the last you see Vajam Arvatsu. Arva means, I think, horses. Vaja is power. So the power is being bestowed by Somadeva, Soma, in the horses. And again, and Adhriyasu Payaha, the Payaha, the milk is being bestowed in the cows. And again, Vaneshu Vyantariksham. So in the vanas, in the forest, the forest, there is always this kind of herbs and plants, all that is being spread in the forest. So antariksham tatana, and again mimita antariksham mimita, and parthivya havarimanam, and vishva asit vishva bhuvanani samrat vishvetani varunasya vratani. These are all the activity of Varuna. Vrata is the activity. Varunasya vratani means these are all. That's why in Aruna Prashna, you have got Varunaya Arunayeti Pratahoma. So Varuna, Mitra and Varuna. And they are all two complementary to each other. They are Dvandva Devatas. Other than that, in this Anuvaka, you are, by your buying Soma, by your crushing the Soma, by pressing the Soma and preparing the juice and offering libations, all these things must not hurt, harmful or pain providing to anything, either in divine way or in the human way or in the Prakriti way. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋ ಯಜ್ಞ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ನಷ್ಟವನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋರು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಕೃಷ್ಣ, ಅಂಡ್ ಪೂಜೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆನರ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆನರ್ ಸಂಬಡಿ, the person who is honored becomes happy and you get the benefit of his happiness, and there will be completely that. That's why what is the mere Indian Vedic culture, the Hindu culture is, you should recognize and the honor, the power, the distinction and goodness in people. That's why our English people also tell you, let you be always a bee or a butterfly, to flinch only on the flies, on the flowers, and not hurting the flowers, suck only the honey. And that honey you collect from various flowers and you will prepare a comb. And that comb, honey comb, is deserted by all the honeybees, giving honey for the people. And that honey will be to the gods and people. Madhu vatarutayate madhuksharanti sindhavaha. So you observe the madhu, and this madhu became so much, it has become a vrata. Therefore, idella ellinda barta ide andre varunasya vratani. All these are the productivity that we find from Varuna Deva. Therefore, invariably we make Varuna Mavahayami, Varuna Puja ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. You observe, Varuna Puja ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಲಶ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಕಲಶ ಪೂಜಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನೀರಿದ್ದ ತೆಂಬಿಗೆಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಪೂಜಾ, ಆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ನೀರಿಗೆ ಪೂಜಾ. Therefore, ಆಪೋ ಹಿಷ್ಠಾಮಯೋ ಭವಃ ಅಥವಾ ಆಪೋ ವಾಯುದಗಂ ಸರ್ವಂ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಕಲಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ನೀರು ಆಪೋ ವಾಯುದಗಂ ಸರ್ವಂ ಅಂತ ಆಪೋ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರ ವನೇಶು ವ್ಯಂತರಿಕ್ಷಂ ತಥಾನಃ. ಸೊ ಅಂತರಿಕ್ಷಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್, ದಿ ದ ರೀಜಿಯನ್. So the vanas, the forest health and wealth also important. You know that our Bharat has been divided into forests, has been divided. The map of our Bharat is having this kind of marking. Vasan Gottu. How do you decide Bharat? Bharat is decided by forests. Vindhyaranya, Naimisaranya, Dandakaranya. 5 aranyas are there, I think, in which divide the entire Bharat. That's why Dandakaranya, even today, whenever you do your puja in south, yen ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ವಾಸನವರೇ ದಂಡಕಾರಣ್ಯೆ ರಾಮಕ್ಷೇತ್ರೇ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆದರೂ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಮೆಡ್ರಾಸು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಟು ದಿ ಗಾಡ್, ಸಂಕಲ್ಪ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ? ಯು ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್
ದಂಡಕಾರಣ್ಯ ಇದೇ ಇದೆ.
Exactly. Yeah, you are in Dandakaranya doing the job, not in Bangalore, not in elsewhere, not elsewhere. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಟೆಂಪರರಿ, ನಾಶ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ.
ದಂಡಕಾರಣ್ಯ ಗೋದಾವರಿ ತೀರೆ,
ದಂಡಕಾರಣ್ಯ ಗೋದಾವರಿಯ ಪಶ್ಚಿಮೇ ತೀರೆ. ಆ ಕಡೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಗೋದಾವರಿಯ ಉತ್ತರೇ ತೀರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಗೋದಾವರಿ is the dividing line, like the Himalaya mountain. Our Kalidasa Kumara Samhodari ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So he says that Prithivyaha Manadanda Eva ಅಂತಾರೆ. How is Himalayas there? The range of Himalayan mountains is like a measuring rod, scale. Prithivyaha Danda, Prithivyaha Manadandaha ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಆ ಮಾನದಂಡ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಮಾನದಂಡದಿಂದ ಮಾಡುವ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಿಮೀತ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಮಿಮೀತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಷರಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಮಿನೋತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ವರ್ಬ್, ಮಿಮೀತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅದರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೇಮ್ಡ್ ದಿ ಫ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವಿಮಾನಂ. ವಿಮಾನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ವಿಯತಿ ಮಿನೋತಿ ಇತಿ ವಿಮಾನಃ. ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅದನ್ನು ವಿಮಾನ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ವಿಯತಿ ಮಿನೋತಿ ಇತಿ ವಿಮಾನಃ. It's called aircraft or airbus or all that. And therefore, the miles covered there are aeronautical miles. Therefore, aeronautical miles, aerodynamics, so aero, all about that. English all heroga, ella Vimana Shastra. Bharat Maharshi is very great. He has written a book on Vimana Shastra long back. So, illi mimita, the scientific spirit is really involved. There should be calculation, numbering, count irbeku. So Dashakrutva, Shatakrutva, Sahasrakrutva, Aparimitakrutvova anta heltare. Now ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, mathematics is a rule, is a form, is a imbibed one. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜಪ ಮಾಡಿದೀಯಾ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಅವರ್ಗಳು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಹುತಿಗಳು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಈ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು, ಹೌ ಮಚ್, ಹೌ ಆರ್ ಯು, ದಿಸ್ ಹೌ is important thing. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತರಿಕ್ಷಗುಂ ನಿಮೀತ ವರಿಮಾಣಂ ಪೃಥಿವ್ಯಾಃ and ಪೃಥಿವ್ಯಾಃ ವರಿಮಾಣಂ. ಸೊ ಭೂರಿವ ಭೂಮ್ನಾ ವರಿಮ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಭೂ ಸೂಕ್ತ, ನೀಲ ಸೂಕ್ತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂತರಿಕ್ಷಂ ವರಿಮ್ನ. ಸೊ ಈ ವರಿಮ ಅಂಡ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆಷರ್ಸ್. ಮೆಷರ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಆಹುತಿ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ 8 ಸಲ ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಹವನ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ, ಇಲ್ಲ 5 ಸಲ ಮೃತ್ಯುಂಜಯ ಮಂತ್ರ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ see that 8 is covered, 5 is covered, or 11 is covered. And even doing the Ekadha or Rudrabhisheka, you tell Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya Varanantaram, Varabhishekaanantaram, Chaturtha, Panchama, Shashta Varabhishekaan Karishyama. You understand? That's exactly what is mathematics. And in fact, we have one great scholar known to our Veda Adhyayana Kendra, V.S. Gayatri Anta. She has taken a PhD in Vedic mathematics from Samskrita University, Bengaluru. And she is working for DLIT also in that. So mathematics is most important. Arithmetic ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಮೀತ ವರಿಮಾಣಂ ಪೃಥಿವ್ಯಾ ಆಸೀತು ವಿಶ್ವಾಭುವನಾನಿ. How many bhuvanas are there? Chaturtasha bhuvana. Vishwabhuvana means not one bhuvana is accepted. Whatever puja you do upon the earth, it will reach all bhuvanas. Saptayime loka, all the lokas, all bhuvanas, all people benefited. Therefore, in Bhagavatam it is said, all gods who are staying in different lokas, we look for earth, we look for the Yajamanas, we look for Rutviks, whether they are doing some yajna karma or not. Therefore, Tani Varunasya Vratani. So Varuna is the Pasahastha and Yama is Pasahastha, and we have to be always keeping Imamme Varuna Srudihava. We have noted yesterday or further that Varuna is an important god, and we go further in the next, because the Kantika is not complete. Again, we have got continuation of the Varuna mythology. Because Yagnadalli, Varuna is water. Without water, you can't perform Yagna. Without Agni, you cannot perform Agni. I mean, Homa. Without. So, this 26th, we are having beautiful talk on Homa importance and its benefits and all that. We'll wait for the 26th dawn to study, to know more about the Homa culture. And in Yajurveda, we have all that. So, I think I stop here. So we'll just cover next week. Om Swasti.
Om Sahana Bhavato Sahano Bhunakto Saha Viryam Garavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tatsat. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Shri Vasudevarpanamastu. Shri Veda Purusha Ashirvadostu. Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Guruji. Namaste Guruji.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ?
Guruji.
You are liking it. ಯಜುರ್ವೇದ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡೋರು ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ.
Yes Guruji.
ಯಜುರ್ವೇದ ಪಾಠ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಘನ ಕ್ರಮ ಝಟ ಮಾಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ವೇ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಿಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್. ಬಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ?
No problem. No problem.
I don't know how long it goes, but I wish that we should be able to cover the last seventh Kanda also, because Kandarshaya, you know,
Yes,
we have
Guruji.
got Kandarshis.
Understand.
And ನಾವು ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆಯಾ ಕಾಂಡ ಋಷಿಗಳಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗತ್ತೆ.
Yes
And
Guruji.
their ಕಾಂಡ ಋಷಿಯ ತರ್ಪಣ, ಸಂತೋಷ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕು. ಅದರಿಂದ I think ಕಾಂಡ ಋಷಿಸ್ are being helped by remembered by us. Okay, good.
Yes Guruji.
So ಪೂಜೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿ ಯಾರು ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು. Just the ವೇದಗಂಗಾ must be. ನೀನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Post ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ Guruji. Post ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
But actually ಈ ಶಶಿ ತಿವಾರಿ, ಅಪರ್ಣ ಅಂಡ್ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು.
ನೀವು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಳಿಸಿದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು.
ಅಮ್ಮ
ನೀವು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಳಿಸಿದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು.
ಹೌದಾ? ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಅಂಡ್ ನೀವು ಕೆಲವು ಕಾಪೀಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ.
ಇದೆ ಗುರುಜಿ, ಇದೆ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರನ್ನ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾಟ್ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ದಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವೆರೆವರ್ ಇಫ್ ದೇ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಯು ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ₹1 ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್. ಬರೀ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ₹1 ಮಿನಿಮಮ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೌದು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಭಯ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So I think that's what I was told by that Swamiji. 5 ಪೈಸಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. So keep it like that. ಕೆಲವು ಕಾಪೀಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು next you can give it to them. Okay, good luck.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಗುರುಜಿ. ಹರಿ ಓಂ.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
Yeah, good. Nandan. ನಿನ್ನ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ನೋಡಿದ್ಯಾ ವೇದನಾ ಸರಿತು?
ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ ఇప్పుడు చూస్తా.
నాకెంత కష్టపడతాను. సో నువ్వు రాసి పడేసేసావు, దాన్ని రిపేర్ చేయడం కొంచెం కష్టపడాలి.
అంటే రిపేర్ కష్టం సార్.
ఓకేనా? సో నీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ కంతా షేర్ చేసాయి, నా ఆర్టికల్ ఉంటే అందరూ చూస్తారు.
చేస్తా సార్, కిషోర్ ప్రసన్న అంతా షేర్ చేస్తా.
చేసేసాయి. ప్రసన్న ఇదిగో అంటాడు, వస్తాడు, మళ్ళీ పోతాడు. ఎనీవే, ఈ వర్క్ అమెరికాలో 24 hours దే ఆర్ వర్కింగ్. కంప్యూటర్ అంటే వాళ్ళ అన్నం, కంప్యూటర్ ఉందంటే అన్నం వద్దు వాళ్ళకి. ఓకే నాన్న, శ్రీరామ్. ఓ పుస్తకం తెచ్చుకున్నావా? కాపీ
లేదు సార్, ఇంకా తెచ్చుకోలే, పోతా.
ఎన్ని ఏళ్ళు కావాలయ్యా నీకు? కార్ పెట్టుకున్నావు, వెళ్ళిపో. నువ్వు రోడ్డు బాగుంది కదా.
తీసుకుంటా సార్.
ఇమ్మీడియట్ గా రెస్పాన్స్ ఇవ్వు. అండ్ ఆయన అక్కడ కూడా ఆయన కూడా కొంచెం ఏమైనా ఇస్తే ఈ పోస్టింగ్స్ వాడు యూస్ చేస్తారు పూజారి.
షూర్ షూర్, ఖండితంగా.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. శ్రీరామ్.